Brian Early, field agronomist with Pioneer in north central Indiana, coming to you with another brief agronomy update. A lot of times in the agronomy field, we get uh, labeled as people always bearing bad news. Well, today I want to start out with a good topic. I've got a picture of this beautiful field of corn split by a grass lane, and corn looks like this clear across north central Indiana. So nice, even canopies, dark green color, good stands. We've really got everything going our way on the corn side. So I think we're looking at something real special in the field when you start to look at ear sets, peeling these ears back that are pollinated, and now even we're getting some yellow in the kernel, so you can really see how that field's progressing. We are going to have excellent ear sets. Couple that with our good stands and evenness of the crop, and I think we got a recipe for some really good corn in a lot of the area. The rest of this edition is going to focus on southern rust, which I found for the first time today. So I was down in Carroll County in the afternoon looking at some corn, looking at a plot, hunting around for tar spot, and I stumbled across this lesion of or lesions of southern rust in the left picture. So I was pretty sure that's what it was. I took it to Purdue, got it confirmed at the diagnostic lab, and sent it out to my sales team. And then Matt Moore with the Gone Agency in Fulton County sent me the picture on the right, which also is in my book it's 100%. It's going to be southern rust. So it looks like we got a couple instances of southern rust across the area. So southern rust is an aggressive disease, much like tar spot. It comes in late, very environmentally driven by weather. So that's what this update's going to focus on, and really we're going to dive into if it's how to manage it and how big of a threat it could be for us. So zooming in on my lesion I took, one thing you can see with southern rust, I'll circle the area, is that the lesions tend to be very close together, and what you'll get is this area right here where the lesions have all gotten thick and circled together and taken out that leaf area. So that's what, when we're looking at management and what to do with it, and trying to decide if we should apply a fungicide if we haven't already, that's one thing we want to look at, just how prevalent it is in the field. Southern rust does not overwinter here, and it has to blow up from the south every year, like all of our rusts of wheat and all of those that come up and they overwinter in the south. So this is the iPipe website that monitors southern rust. So all the counties in red here, as you can see in the delta, they are all positive and have been for some time. So what I like to do throughout the season is watch the weather system. So if we get rains coming up from the south, we can be more likely to get southern rust. So what you can see is all these areas down here in the delta, they have southern rust, and those have been confirmed for some time. What I have noticed is that several of our weather systems have been coming up just like this right here. So we've been getting things coming up from the delta and dumping rain on us. It's good that we've been getting rain with these weather systems, but I was also worried that this would bring southern rust to us. So southern rust is not abnormal for us to get. What is abnormal for me to find it on July the 27th instead of the early part of September. So it is quite a bit earlier than we normally see. So that's why I wanted to put this together and send that out to everybody so we could think about what we're doing. We still have time to manage around it and decide if you want to make a management decision with it. So to wrap it up, really this is the main side of the whole thing. So on the management side, southern rust is going to be very dependent on weather. It's going to like that warm and humid combination to really help it spread. So currently, this is exactly what our weather system is. We are forecast to cool down a little bit, but I'm sure we will still have lots of dews and remain wet. And we still have some time with fungicide to use them to combat southern rust. If you hadn't previously thought about spraying fungicides, or if you have this chart here that I've got from the Crop Protection Network, I think will help you walk through it. So for those of you that have not sprayed, we are currently sitting right here in many fields at R1 and R2, the blister stage. And if you look at our chart, it's still saying, yes, we have a benefit from spraying. And we can actually go clear down to the milk stage, and we have some of our earliest planted corn getting in that R3 or that milk stage. And for southern rust, as aggressive and as late as it comes in, they still recommend spraying with it that way. So if you were on the fence about using a fungicide, now that we've got some rust around and it looks like the weather's conducive for it to keep moving, that combined with our tar spot risk, I think would tip me most times to recommend to use a fungicide. So hopefully that helps. If you have questions, please feel free to give us a call. And once again, thank you for your business.